Hello everyone, I'm Kevin and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. Today, we are going to hunt after the next one of our birds. And it's the second one. I somehow managed to do this. Also, this is post-commentary, because this video was kind of a butt to record, because, well, as we go through this video, you'll probably see why. There's various things that made this video kind of bad. If catching the Zapdos is any indication of what else we'll be doing, yeah, basically that. So, here I put it to sleep, I mean looked at, excuse me, like I did with Articuno. Basically, Zapdos isn't that big of a problem, because Zapdos, other than having Charge instead of... what does Articuno have, like, Reflect? And having, obviously, Discharge instead of Ice Beam, Zapdos isn't really that threatening, or any more threatening than Articuno was, who wasn't that threatening to begin with, so... these two are okay to catch. It is the third one that is quite the menace, but I did manage to bring victorious over that one as well. Oops, spoilers, I'm gonna be actually catching the Pokemon I'm showing off the screen here. I'm not just showing you failed attempts. Who would have known? But yeah, currently Zapdos isn't really cooperating with me. Agility is kind of annoying because you don't get to put it to sleep before it can do anything, so that could be kind of annoying because it can start roosting, etc., but again, it's really not that bad. Really mucusy for some reason. Nobody cares. Nobody needs to hear this, but, well, what am I supposed to talk about in this video other than... I can talk about how I'm just pausing for some reason. Yes? Past self? Are we gonna move on? Okay, there we go. I think I was, like, doing crap with my phone while doing this, because, seeing as I wasn't recording commentary, I was just kind of going through the options and not really paying attention to the game until I heard the 3 shakes and the click. Basically like that. So, we caught a Zapdos, which is pretty cool. Add it to the Pokédex. A legendary Pokemon that is said to live in thunderclouds. It freely controls lightning bolts. And we are not giving it a nickname. And it kind of goes into our party, but I didn't really care. And now we're heading off immediately to Salation Town. People who know what Pokemon are left for me to get in this game will probably already know what I'm doing, seeing as I went here with Goomi in the party. So, did I grew by level, like 16 levels. I think by the time I got it out of there, I grew by like 22, so... which was right after I recorded this video. Alright. Yeah. Here's just gonna be a little bit of a glimpse in a second at, my current boxes. Sticking away Genghis, and apparently not knowing where to put him. Okay. Yes, be very, very something about the boxes. Also, yeah, the only Pokemon that I'm missing there is, Coughing and, Moltres in Gen 1, so those are fun times. I don't remember how many spaces I left in my party. I want to say it's just 2. One for Manaphy and one for, also, yeah, I had the Explorer Kit selected because I was an idiot. The reason I'm including all of this is basically because I was, requested to show it, so here we go. Manaphy, unlike most legendary Pokemon, or I guess it's mythical these days because they... I don't know when they, I don't know if it's even really a retcon, but, Yeah, basically all the event Pokemon are mythical. I don't know what Deoxys is classified as, because it used to be an event Pokemon, but it isn't anymore. I guess it just became legendary now, not mythical anymore. Because it wasn't given out during the 2016 set of events for all the other mythical Pokemon, so I don't know. But the point is, Manaphy is the only one that can actually breed. However, you don't really get another Manaphy because Manaphy is rare and, again, a mythical Pokemon, and they didn't really want you to be able to just get a billion of them because they are supposed to be kind of special, but because it came from an egg, I guess to cover their tracks, they figured, well, it should be able to breed for something. I guess. I don't really know why they did this, but, here's an egg. Oh, it's you raising your Pokemon, my goodness, we were surprised! Oh, yes, take care, man, egg. Alright, well, that's enough of that. Let us, pick out Goomi, and also, let's just leave that, that Pokédex app on the bottom screen for the rest of the video until I, eventually realized that it had been there all this time and I decided to change it, which is pretty far into the thing. Alrighty, but now that we have our egg, which doesn't seem like it's close to hatching, we are going to fly off to the resort area, because there's a reason I have that event Regigigas in my party, and I believe I've pointed out the areas that I'll be visiting before, but in case I haven't, we'll be seeing them. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did, because I think there's items in there, and I'm pretty sure that all the areas I went in didn't have any items, but then again, that might be because I'm doing the event now, but first one of such caves is right here, which is actually kind of camouflaged, so... And as you see, now there's a giant glowing H on the ground. So we get these, I don't know what that noise is. But something changed in the air. An indescribable power is emanating from the Pokemon statue. And then I cut to Zazazariza, which is clearly what it sounds like. And we get the awesome music because we're fighting Regirock, who's only level 30 for some reason. I really don't know why. But, alright. Anyways, Brandon here will make pretty easy work of these things, because despite False Swipe being resisted, it still is... Yeah, it's still basically a 2-hit KO if False Swipe could actually KO. Am I right, Pokemon anime? I don't know. Whatever. But, yeah. So, let us throw a Pokeball. Or Premier Ball. And obviously that didn't really work. I thought I was gonna do a certain little something there, but I guess we're gonna just have to spore it again. And hope for great success. Oh, did you hear it? There totally wasn't an obvious edit there. Yay, we caught a Regirock. It totally didn't take, like, 9 minutes, I think this one took. Yeah, there will be a couple edits in this, because some of these took an ungodly amount of time. 9 minutes for Regirock isn't that bad, but it still was way more than I was willing to spend on it. So, are you enjoying that, daycare app down there? Alright. Next up, we are going to go to Celestic Town, because that's where the, second Reggie is hanging out. No, I won't go there. Don't worry. Not today. Apparently, I feel the need to show this off. I don't know if I was entirely playing with recording in mind. I think I was, but I guess I figured that healing on screen wouldn't be that bad. It really wasn't, but I just like to make fun of myself. Alrighty. This one is actually kind of far out of the way. Then again, the other one was too. And so was the last one, but I don't know. For some reason, this one feels more out of the way than the last one. So I like that frickin' thud noise whenever you bump into something. That'll come back later in the video, and it's kind of amazing because I keep just bumping into walls like crazy, and it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, spray to repel. So we have to go past the giant pond of a couple Feebas. Let's say 1,000,000 Feebas, but no, they're a bit rarer than that. Alright. So basically, the final room before you exit to go to about 217, where my computer starts getting really loud, so I'm gonna move it over. Let's have more tile fun. Something changed in the air, and indescribable powers emanated from the Pokemon statue. I don't know why they didn't just make models for these guys, but I guess this is the easier solution. Jockey! That is definitely what Reggie sounds like. Oops, spoilers. Because you totally wouldn't figure that the ice type was going to be in the cave leading to the snowy area. Also, for some reason it floats. I would say that they all float, but that's not entirely accurate. Also, while I was fighting this thing, I thought, hey, it's actually kind of funny how this thing gets knocked down to 1 HP in one hit, because it is the one that has the least physical defense, right? It has half the physical defense of Regirock. But not realizing there is that Regice is also the only one that doesn't resist normal, so that's the real problem there. Totally non-obvious edit for the win. 2, 3, bingo. Alrighty. I like how I'm acting like I'm actually catching these live, but obviously I'm not. This one was by far the worst. I believe this one took like 24 minutes and about 40 balls. It was kind of ridiculous. So, yeah, be very glad that I cut that one out. Regirock would have been pretty bad, but not nearly as bad as that one. Because that one was just awful. In fact, I think I was about to reset it before I finally did get it. For the record, I never actually had to reset on any of these Reggies. But, yeah. Rare and not can live. Rare Repel wears off in the street. And we're gonna go off to the only steel-related area in the game. Actually, there's the Ironworks, but I don't know. So let's spray more repels, even though we're not actually in the cave yet. I don't know why I decided that that was a good idea, but oh well. And prepare for an endless amount of you bumped into something thuds. Also, I forgot how extremely crappy that elevator noise was. It's kind of amazing. Okay, I'll stop that. Yeah, don't look at my trainer card now. Alrighty. So, one more crappy elevator noise. And we have reached the end. Okay, no. I forgot that there was another elevator here. Why is there another elevator here, actually? Whatever. Alright, so, the final room. There's a hexagon of dots. And you can probably already figure out what this is gonna be. And if you can't, then well, what's wrong with you? So yeah. Cut it again, and this time on the bike. GJZGZO. Sure. Go with that one. Really. Because people will point it out if I don't, yes, Reggie Steele did look like I was doing the Nazi salute in Diamond and Pearl. At least in the version that most people watching this will be playing, unless I suddenly have a ton of Europeans watching me, but from past experiences, it seems that most people are in the US, so yeah, your version probably had the Nazi Reggie Steele. Mine, I think, already didn't in Diamond and Pearl, because they actually managed to catch that, so kudos to you, Nintendo of Europe, for noticing that. And yet, Mario gets to do it in the 1,000-Year Door, I think. Actually, that might have been also taken on the version that I have, but whatever. That's not really the point. The point is that we are catching the one of the last 3 legendaries left to catch in the game, so I suppose that's minorly significant, but that's the thing about being minorly. Metal Claw. Yeah, that didn't do a whole lot. So it's kind of weird that it would use Metal Claw, because it doesn't really have claws, it has, like, really thick fingers. It's kind of weird. But then again, in Gen 3, what other Steel types move would it get? But then again, this is Gen 4, before anybody points that out to me, but I meant, like, it obviously got it on its moveset in Gen 3, because the only other Steel types move were, like, Iron Tail and Steel Wing, I think. Not counting Doom Desire, because it's not an attack that anything else would get. Oh well. Arg! Almost had it. Alright. So, another Premier Ball. By the way, I went to restock up on them between this and the last part. And there we go. We caught a Registeel. That only took 5 balls in about like 2.5 minutes, so really wasn't that bad. I was very happy when I did that. Also, a different bottom screen, and oh! So here we go, here's that egg that we got earlier in this video. And it turns into a Phione, or Phione, as it's apparently supposed to be pronounced. It's weird, because the anime had a title where its name was a pun on phone, and also suddenly Moltres. Yeah, I guess I'm not talking about Phione anymore. Mostly because it's just kind of a thing that exists. It's kind of weird in that it's debatably a legendary, debatably a mythical thing, debatably not one at all. Added to the fact that it kind of sucks, but it's still banned from any, like, tournaments and battle towers, etc. So that's kind of weird. Anyways, yeah, here we are at Moltres, which I am giving a mediocre effort trying to catch in this part, because that's not actually what I'm here for. Because I have Volts with me, because I decided to say screw it to trying to keep it asleep. It was just way too annoying with this thing, because it has Safeguard, which prevents you from even giving it a status. And it also has 2 attacking moves, Flamethrower and Air Slash, instead of just a single one. Meaning it'll kill you faster, it can prevent you from giving it a status, and it still has Roost. So, overall, that's a very fun fight. And here it is again, because, yeah, I figured I would show that part off, in case anybody was wondering how I did that. Not sure why you would, but just in case. Also, I kind of felt like having a little bit of filler in this video, so Moltres can't escape. We're gonna taunt it. After this first taunt, I decided to say screw it to it, but yeah, because Safeguard is good for wasting turns. Also, yeah, there the music actually didn't sound obviously cut, but it was because we caught a Moltres, and that also took 18 minutes. Alrighty, so that's basically going to be it for this video. I've caught 5 legendaries, I hatched one out of an egg. One of the legendary bird Pokemon said that its appearance indicate the coming of spring. I don't know why. More like the apocalypse, but whatever. We're not going to give it a nickname. I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.